of basketball was on the mind of many in Southern Illinois on the weekend of February 23rd and 24th, 1979. In Heron's last home game of the season, the 1979 varsity Tigers, coached by Jeff Ferguson, hosted the Marion Wildcats, coached by young Gene Watson, in South 7 action. Despite a great effort from Marion's Tony Jones, who scored 30 points and pulled down 11 rebounds, the Wildcats lost to their rivals. Heron seniors Irv Lukens and Craig Baumgart combined for 51 points in Heron's 71-62 victory. Others contributing to the Heron cause were senior Dempsey Elders and junior Gil Tope. On Saturday, the SIU Salukis defeated Drake 76-73 as they prepared for the Missouri Valley Conference playoffs. El Dorado native Barry Smith scored 14 points, and standout seniors Gary Wilson and Milt Huggins played their final games at the arena. But by Sunday morning, most folks were focused on staying home as a predicted snowfall turned into an unexpectedly traumatic event, canceling some church services and stranding others who had gone to church or ventured out on the winter morning. February 25th, 1979 attacked with force. According to a National Weather Service record provided to the Swinford Publications Group by WSIL TV3 meteorologist Nick Housen, the official Williamson County snow accumulation was not recorded until Monday, but even then it was 17.5 inches. That remains a record for our county and is one of the highest totals for any county in southern Illinois. Called the worst snowstorm since 1918, rescuers and road crews struggled to relieve suffering and prevent loss of life in the wake of that harsh winter weekend of '79, according to an article in the Marion Daily Republican. Combined with a wind that piled snowdrifts several feet deep on some streets and highways, the accumulation almost paralyzed the Williamson County area. Darla and Steve McEwen of Heron recalled that they had just gotten a new four-wheel drive Bronco that could go anywhere, and they rescued travelers stranded on Interstate 57. They took them to churches in Johnson City that were providing shelter to stranded motorists, and the pair put 500 miles on their new Ford with the Snowbiter tires over the next 2 days. An estimated 200 travelers found refuge in Marion's Longfellow School, including 20 taken from a Greyhound bus stalled on the interstate near Marion. 2 other buses were stalled in Johnson County. They included a group of square dancers who helped entertain 800 to 900 stranded motorists who spent Sunday night in Vienna High School. The U.S. Penitentiary of Marion sent 500 blankets and food to that school. The number of people stranded on highways was estimated at 2,000 in Williamson and adjacent counties. Some were lucky enough to find rooms in motels jammed with travelers. Charlie Groves of Heron said he and his wife were planning a 6th birthday party for their oldest daughter Amy on that Sunday, but they just had to cancel. The snow just kept coming, he said, and Amy was not happy. That huge Sunday snow brought to 53.8 inches the total snowfall for January and February 1979. Several buildings were damaged when roofs collapsed under the weight of all that snow, including the Heron Bowl located south and on Route 148 as it is today. Then owners Ray and Beverly Griffith were at the bowling alley that Sunday celebrating a family birthday. Several other roofs collapsed in the county. The entire building at Bill's Automotive in Marion succumbed to the snow on its roof. The Southern Illinois newspaper termed the list of damaged businesses and homes as an epidemic of roof collapses. In this grainy photo, you could just make out the image of 15-year-old Brian Almarode, who, like many others, was trying to dig out the family car, his on South Carbon Street in Marion. Answering a call to a stranded automobile 6 miles south of Marion on South Market Street Road, the Pulley Ambulance Service removed a woman who was on her way to Marion Memorial Hospital to have a baby. During the 6 hours it took to reach the car and then return to Marion, Mrs. Doris Pulley of the ambulance service anticipated that the baby would be delivered in the ambulance, but the expected mother reached the hospital before the birth. D. Rod, a member of the Williamson County Airport Authority, reported to the Marion Daily that about 75 people spent the night at the airport. 60 people found shelter in the terminal building, 15 others in the hangar. Marion Mayor Bob Butler called the office of Governor James Thompson on Monday morning about assistance from the Illinois Department of Transportation. He was advised that heavy snowfall equipment maintained by the state for use in central and northern Illinois were on their way to the southern Illinois area. Many of the vehicles that had been abandoned on the interstates and state highways were left in the driving lanes and had to be towed one by one before snowplows and removal equipment could even get through on Tuesday, February 27th. Fortunately, a high temperature in the 40s began a thaw of the great snow on Wednesday, February 28, 1979. As always, thanks to Sam Latuca of the Marion, Illinois Historic Preservation website for background information and photos. Arcadia Wealth Group sponsors all of our Turning Back the Time segments, and we are also grateful for that. Reporting for the Marion Star Live, I'm Bill Swinford.